Graduation day. For most, it's a crescendo of cheers, a vibrant tapestry woven with family and fanfare. For me, it was a quiet, poignant turning point, more a moment of stark realization than a celebration. I found myself seeking refuge alone in my beat-up car, parked just far enough to avoid the immediate rush of bodies and emotions. Through the smudged window, I watched the bustling crowd. Classmates, once familiar faces, now merged into a joyful blur, embraced by their families. Their laughter and excited chatter formed a stark contrast to the silence pressing in on me inside my small metal shell. An emptiness settled deep within me, a familiar ache for the absent faces, for the family who simply wasn't there. This finish line, this milestone I had worked so hard for, suddenly felt less like triumph and more like an echo chamber of my own isolation. It was a stark reminder of how truly alone I had been, and how alone I still felt despite all my academic achievements. The diploma in my hand felt heavy, not with pride but with the weight of my singular journey. My path to this moment had been forged in solitude, a life built on self-reliance and survival. My father had disappeared when I was only 6, leaving behind a silence that spoke volumes. My mother, left to navigate her own struggles, inadvertently pushed me into an early independence, a maturity far beyond my years. From that point on, I learned to depend only on myself, to navigate life's often harsh currents alone. While other kids worried about homework, I worried about rent, about food. I started working at the local grocery store the moment I was old enough, balancing school with shifts that stretched late into the night. Every dollar earned was a small victory, a testament to my ability to keep myself afloat. School became a strange kind of sanctuary. It was a place where I could be present, but also utterly invisible. I learned quickly that drawing attention was rarely beneficial, that keeping a low profile was a strategy for survival. Becoming a ghost in the hallways, a quiet presence in the back of the classroom, offered a peculiar solace. That invisibility became a skill, a way to avoid questions, pity, or unwanted scrutiny. When my mother was arrested, and I shuffled from an aunt's spare room to a rented corner in a stranger's house, I perfected it. Each new place, each new school, I restarted my quiet act, blending into the background, focusing on the work. This graduation, then, was more than just a diploma. It was a personal finish line for a race I'd run entirely by myself. It was a testament to a resilience born of necessity, a quiet defiance against circumstances that could have easily swallowed me whole. Yet here I was, still feeling that profound sense of being utterly unmoored. My silent vigil in the car was broken by a soft tap on the window. It was Principal Davies. His expression was unreadable at first, a mask that immediately brought a prickle of apprehension to my skin. I braced myself, expecting a lecture, a concern about protocol, or perhaps just a reminder that I was supposed to be somewhere else. But he simply looked at me, a calm, knowing gaze. He didn't ask why I was hiding. Instead, he started to speak, his voice gentle but firm. He told me about his own graduation, decades ago, a difficult, solitary affair. He spoke of similar feelings of being adrift, of no one being there to witness his milestone. In that quiet sharing, an unexpected bond formed, a fragile thread of understanding. It was a shared experience of solitude, a common ground I never imagined I'd find with someone like him. He understood, not just theoretically, but from a place of personal experience, what it meant to stand alone at what should be a celebratory moment. He then spoke directly about my struggles, acknowledging the difficult home situation I thought I had so carefully concealed. He saw through my active invisibility, recognized the quiet strength that had carried me this far. He spoke of the sacrifices I had made, the burdens I had shouldered, things I rarely admitted even to myself. His words cut through my practiced detachment. He mentioned how, statistically, students like me, flagged as high risk, often don't make it to this day. But I had. My achievement wasn't just about grades, it was about defying every expectation, every grim prediction. It was about raw, unyielding perseverance. Then he extended his hand, not for a handshake, but to offer a small, neatly wrapped gift. It was from the school staff, he explained, a small token of their esteem. Inside, I found a card, thick with messages penned in various handwritings. Words of congratulations, encouragement, and wishes for my future tumbled out. Beneath the card lay a check, a substantial sum, earmarked for my next steps, for a fresh start. This unexpected act of kindness, this tangible evidence of care, shattered a deeply ingrained belief. The notion that I was utterly alone, that no one truly saw me. It was a challenge to the narrative I had built around myself for so long. The gift wasn't just money. It was acknowledgement. It was care. A stark contrast to the absence I had always expected, always braced myself for. For the first time, I questioned my definition of strength. I had always believed it meant doing everything by myself, pushing through every obstacle with sheer individual will. But maybe, just maybe, true strength wasn't about carrying every burden alone. Maybe it was about the courage to be seen, to let others in, to accept help. This unexpected gesture made me realize that accepting kindness, accepting support, wasn't a weakness. It was a different, perhaps even deeper form of strength. That day, something within me shifted. It wasn't an immediate transformation, but a quiet opening. I chose to take a job at a local diner, a place where many of my teachers and school staff often gathered. It was a small, symbolic act of embracing connection, of stepping into a community rather than retreating from it. Working there, I began to see. I saw the quiet smiles, the extra help offered with a difficult shift, the genuine inquiries about my plans. I discovered a hidden network of care, a quiet, consistent support that had been there all along, woven into the fabric of my school life. My teachers, the janitorial staff, the front office team, they hadn't just been educators, they had been silent guardians. I began to understand that family isn't always defined by blood, by shared DNA, or by the people you're born into. It's defined by those who choose to show up, by those who see your struggle and offer a hand, a word, a silent acknowledgement. It's found in the unexpected places, in the everyday kindness of strangers who become something more. That graduation day, what began in solitude, ended with the profound realization of belonging. It was a powerful lesson, not just for me, but for anyone who feels lost, unseen, or alone. There is hope, always, and often belonging finds us in the most unexpected ways, quietly, gently, waiting for us to open our hearts and truly see it.